Hello, welcome to Yoga with Sandra. Today, I have two babies with me, Arthur and Esther, and they're both just settled, so that's awesome. And we're just going to start grounded down into the earth. So if it's difficult for you to sit this way, you can always grab a block and sit up on a block or a blanket and just lift the earth up to you. So that just gives you a little bit more space, which might be nice. So just do what you need to do. Pause the video if you need to. Grab a blanket or a block. Just ground down into your sit bones. Lift up through the staircase of your spine. Think about lifting your breastbone, your sternum up. Roll the shoulders back and down. And we're going to take a big deep breath in. Take the arms up overhead, big reach. Then exhale, float those hands down. And inhale, lift up. And exhale, take the right hand down, left arm up and over. Stretch through the side body, big reach. Big inhale, really even wiggle those fingertips. Reach that arm longer. And then exhale, take it over to the left. Inhale, take the right arm up, big reach. And exhale over to the side. And even think about pulling your right shoulder blade in toward your spine and kind of dialing your chest up. Keeping that navel in, wiggle the fingers, reach even longer, and exhale, take the hand down. Inhale, both arms up. Exhale, left arm crosses over the right, reach around. See if you can find your shoulder blades back there with your fingers. So you're giving yourself a little hug. Big inhale, big exhale. Inhale, open the arms out wide. Exhale, take the right arm over the left. Reach around. See if you can find those shoulder blades. And stretching to the shoulders, just getting them nice and loose. I'm going to do some shoulder opening today. Then open out wide. Inhale, lift up. Exhale, float the fingers down. Nice. And then just take the feet out a little wider. Knees out a little wider, feet together, Baddha Konasana. And lift up the sternum. Shoulders down. Maybe let the knees just kind of bounce a little. Just opening up through the hips. Big breath in. And then round forward. Let the head fall down. Just relax. Let the whole back open up. Maybe your hands come to your toes or your ankles. And slowly roll up. And we are going to make our way to our belly. So we can move a blanket or block out of the way if that's what you had. And we're going to come onto our belly into Sphinx pose. So onto your forearms, pull your chest between your biceps. So think about actively pulling those elbows back. Even though they're not moving, you're energetically reaching the elbows towards the hips and pulling the chest through between the biceps. And then try to relax the glutes. Reach the crown of the head long. So we're not lifting up here. We're not cranking the neck back. The neck is long, so gazing out in front of your mat. Drawing your navel in. And we're going to go ahead and lay down. Take the right arm out to the side, straight out at shoulder level. Come to lay on the right ear. Take your left hand, press it into the mat, push yourself over onto your side. And then bend the left knee and take the toes behind the right knee. Opening through the right shoulder, right pecs. Left hand, you can press it into the mat. Keeping your navel in. And maybe take that left knee and open it out a little bit more out to the side. Just depending on where you're at with your flexibility in your shoulder and your back, you're getting a twist here. So be gentle with yourself. but experiment with what's available. And we're going to roll back onto the belly and take it to the other side. Go nice and slow. And take the left arm out to the left side. Come to lay on the left ear. Push yourself over onto the left side. Bend the right knee. Right toes come behind the left knee. And then that right knee can go wherever you need it to go. So if you drop it down to the right a little more, you're going to get a deeper twist. And just stay here and breathe into it. Notice what's happening in the shoulder, what's happening in the chest. Keeping the belly in. Taking those breath cycles to breathe into the spaces. Allow things to open up. And then we'll slowly, gently roll back onto the belly. Again, take your time. Come back to your Sphinx pose. Arms are parallel like railroad tracks. Lift the chest, pull the elbows back, reach the crown forward, and then bend the knees. Bring the heels towards the glutes. Just feel that in your back. You're contracting your low back. And feet out. And squeeze them in. Don't think so much about squeezing your glutes. You're engaging those hamstrings and the low back. Lift the chest even more. Release the feet down one more time. Squeeze them in. Heels towards the glutes. Reaching the crown of the head long, feeling it in your low back, feeling it in your hamstrings. Try to relax your glutes. And then take the feet down. Press up onto all fours. And we'll take a little cat-cow. Let's start with cat. So we round the back, kind of counteracting that contraction we just did. Relax the head down, spread the shoulder blades wide, and then drop the belly. Look forward, pull the shoulders away from the ears. Cow pose. Round the back, cat. Moving with your breath. Inhale, cow, and exhale, cat. And inhale, cow, and exhale, cat. One more inhale, cow, and exhale, cat. And we'll take the and we'll walk the hands forward, maybe walk the knees back a bit, drop the chest down, drop the head down. Maybe your forehead comes down to the mat. Maybe you want to grab a block and put it under your forehead or a blanket. This is heart to earth pose or puppy posture. I love the puppy posture when I got puppies in the room. They know this one. So you're stretching through your shoulders. And maybe if you have a lot of space, if your shoulders are open, you might even lift your chin and come onto your chin, or maybe your chest might even come down to the mat. This is heart to earth pose, so that is the idea, is bringing the chest down as close to the mat as you can get it. But it does require open shoulders. So if you are in the tight shoulder club like I am, and maybe you're just happy to get your forehead to the mat, that's just fine. I'm just giving options for different bodies as always, so no worries if your body is not doing what you think it's supposed to do. Don't tell yourself any stories. All right, we're going to come back up onto all fours. Take the left hand to the middle of the mat. Take the knees out wide. Take the right arm up, big reach for the sky. And then take the right arm underneath the bridge of the left arm. Come to lay on the right ear. Press into that left hand. And so you're twisting through the back. And so here, Esther, go lay down. Go lay down, baby. And so you're twisting through the back. And maybe you want to take the arm up higher and reach up, maybe pet your dog, Esther. Or maybe you take your left hand behind your back, take it to the small of the back so you get a different kind of shape here. Maybe you even reach that hand all the way around your back and find the top of your right thigh for a little bit of a bind. And if you're reaching for that bind, really pull that shoulder back, shoulder blade in towards the spine. And then release that hand back wherever it is. Come back to the mat and then curl your left toes under and slide them back. Spiking that heel back, press into the top of the right foot for stability and let that left leg float up. Flexing the left toes. Flex, point, rotate the ankle one way, then the other. Lift that leg a little higher and then bring it back. We're going to unwind this and take it to the other side. Take the right arm back up, reach for the sky, and then take it down to the center of the mat. Left arm up, inhale, and then exhale, thread the needle. Left arm under the right, press into the right hand. Lying on the left side of the head, left ear, press into the right hand. So you're taking your back from here to open it up. And then maybe you take your right hand up over your head. Big reach. Then maybe you take your hand to the small of the back, or even reach around to the inside of your left thigh, pulling open through your chest, twisting through the back. Breathe into it. So you're in a little bind here. Inhale and exhale. Then you'll unwind it. Take your right hand back, tuck your right toes under, and slide that right heel back. Press the heel back, and then pressing into the right hand and the top of the left foot for stability, float that right foot up. If you tip over, it's okay. Keep your sense of humor. No worry. Just come back to it. Point the toe and flex, point and flex, rotate it one way, then the other. Lift that leg a little higher, and then bring it back down. Take the left arm back up, reach for the sky. And then take the hand down. All right, one more cat-cow here, just to rinse that out. Drop the belly, look forward. And then exhale, round the back. Cat pose. Walk the hands forward, curl the toes under, peel the hips up, find your downward facing dog. And go through your checklist. Clawing into the fingerprints, external rotation with the arms, letting the elbow creases shine forward. Maybe you pedal out the feet, stretching through the Achilles, the calves. And bend the knees and bring the chest closer to the thighs. See if you can lift that tailbone up higher. Doesn't matter if your heels touch, doesn't matter if your legs are straight. Keep the abs pulled in. And lift up onto the tippy toes. Get up there nice and high. Hips up, up, up. And exhale, release the heels down toward the mat. Inhale, lift up. And exhale, release down. And inhale, lift up. And exhale, release down. Lower the knees. Send the hips back to the heels. Child's pose. And we'll come back up and find our downward dog. Pressing those heels down toward the mat. Lifting the hips up nice and high. Lift up on the toes. And release heels down. And lift up. And down. And up. And down. Let's walk the feet in a little closer and a little wider. So we're going to get in a wide, short dog. Tailbone up. And take the right hand outside the left ankle. Trying to keep those legs straight or almost straight. You can have a bend in the knee, micro bend. And maybe turn and look underneath the left arm. And then we'll take it to the other side. Plant the right hand, left hand comes to the right ankle, turn and look underneath the right arm. And back to center. Bring the feet in, bend the knees. We're going to come down onto the forearms and keep that tailbone lifted up. So this is Dolphin Pose, shoulder opener. Again, tight shoulder club. You're going to have a little challenge with this. Your heels are not as likely to reach the floor as they are in downward facing dog. Again, doesn't matter. You're working to reach them down, so you're stretching through the Achilles, stretching through the calves, but they don't have to come all the way down. Relax the head. One more breath. And lower those knees down. Send your hips back. Yes. All right, coming back up. Find your downward dog. Lift the booty up. And then take your right leg up, three-legged dog. Exhale, bring it in, knee to nose. Try to keep those hips lifted. Get up on your tippy toes. Pull the knee up. This is going to give you space for that foot to step up between your hands. And pivot on the back foot. Drop that heel down. Look forward. And we're going to take the hands to the waistline and come up into warrior one. Lift the chest. Get everything situated here. Going through your checklist. So left toes turned in about 45 degrees. Right toes point to the front. Inhale, take the arms up. Torso turns to the front. And exhale, open to warrior two. Torso turns a little more at an angle. Pulling the pinkies back, opening through the chest. Keeping the legs right where they are. Drop the left arm down, take the right arm up, reverse warrior. And then exhale, right elbow to right thigh, left arm up, extended side angle. Big lift. Reaching up. And we're going to take that left hand down, pivot on the back foot, take the right arm up, twist. And then take that right hand down. Coming into a low lunge, spiking that left heel back, light on your fingertips, looking forward, action in the legs. Squeeze those inner thighs to the midline. And then plant the palms and step the right foot back to plank. Spiking those heels back, pressing into your fingerprints. Gaze down, press away from your mat. Taking another breath here. And then lower the knees, shifting forward, squeezing the elbows in, lower the belly, lower the chest. Inhale, baby cobra, lift the chest. Exhale, release. Press yourself up to plank or all fours. And exhale to downward facing dog. Nice, pedal out your feet. Take a breath here. Anchoring those heels down. Inhale, left leg up, three-legged dog. Exhale, squeeze it in, knee to nose. Find that space. Lift the knee, lift the shin away from the mat, up on your tippy toes. Hips up high. Give yourself space to step up between your hands. Pivot on the back foot. Take your hands to the waistline and roll up. Warrior one. Take the arms up, big reach, big lift. Pressing into the outside edge of your right foot, toes turn in, 45 degrees. Lifting up. Let the shoulders relax down even as the hands lift up. Inhale, lift. Exhale, warrior two. Pull the pinkies back. Maybe adjust your feet a bit. Pressing into the outside edge of the right foot. And then keeping your legs exactly where they are. Drop the right hand down, take the left arm up, reach over. And exhale, extended side angle. Left elbow to left thigh, right arm up, reaching for the sky. And then exhale, take the right hand down, pivot on the back foot, take the left arm up, twist. And left hand down, looking forward, light on the fingers, you're in your low lunge. Spike that right heel back. And plant both palms. Step the left foot back to plank. Press away from your mat, spike those heels back. Gazing between your hands, out in front of your hands a little bit. Long neck. And then we're going to lower our knees. Shifting forward, elbows squeeze in, slowly lower all the way down to the belly. Then inhale, baby cobra, lift the chest, pull the elbows back, pull the shoulders away from the ears. Exhale, release. Press yourself up to plank or all fours. And exhale to downward facing dog. Get those hips up nice and high. Walk the feet in a bit. Lower the elbows down. Come back to your dolphin pose. Tailbone lifts up. Navel is in. Relax the head. Reach the heels down. Stretching through your calves. Taking a couple of breath cycles here. Letting the shoulders do their thing. One more breath. And then release the knees down. Take them out wide. Send the hips back, extended child's pose. Forehead to the earth. If this pose does not feel absolutely yummy to you, you can always come to a seat or lie on your back. This is a resting posture. And we're going to come up. Walk the knees in, curl the toes under, find your downward facing dog. And make your way to the top of the mat, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, come all the way up. And exhale, hands to your sides, mountain pose. Relax the shoulders down. Ground down into all four corners of your feet. Breathe. Inhale, take the arms up. And exhale, forward fold. Plant the palms, step the right foot back, step the left foot back, plank pose. Gazing forward, out in front of your hands. Press away from your mat, doming through the upper back, spiking those heels back. You can always be on your knees if you need to. And then you can lower to your knees and do the half chaturanga, or staying on your toes, shifting forward, looking forward, squeeze the shoulder blades together as you hold the elbows in and lower down. Then splash it open to upward facing dog, downward facing dog. So you can always go belly to cobra or chaturanga to up dog. Bend the knees a lot, looking forward, make your way to the front of the mat, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale all the way up. Exhale, hands to your sides, mountain pose. Trying not to fidget, just ground down into your feet. Inhale, take the arms up. Exhale, fold, step or hop it back to plank. And then move through your vinyasa, belly to cobra or chaturanga to up dog. Meet in downward facing dog. Inhale, right leg up. Exhale, shift forward, knee to nose, and step up between your hands. Pivot on the back foot, hands to the waistline, come up to warrior one. And exhale to warrior two. And inhale to peaceful warrior. And exhale, extended side angle. Big reach, big lift. Inhale. Exhale, left hand down, come into your twist. And right hand down, step the right foot back, move through your vinyasa. Pedaling out those feet. Inhale, left leg up. Exhale, step it up between your hands, little lunge. Pivot on the back foot. Warrior one. Inhale, lift it up. Exhale, warrior two. Inhale, peaceful warrior. Exhale, extended side angle. Reach and lift, inhale. Exhale, take the right hand down, twist. And take the left hand down, step it back to plank. You can move through a vinyasa or straight to downward dog. Meeting downward dog, pedaling out your feet. Tailbone up high, reaching the heels down. And we'll go ahead and lower the knees down to the mat. Swing the feet off to one side, come to lie on your back. Taking your time, lowering down. Bring the knees together, wide on the mat. So you're in a nice restorative posture. Snuggle the shoulder blades underneath your back. And then drop both knees to the left. Stretch to the right hip. Drop both knees to the right. Stretch to the front of the left hip. Bring the feet in, or knees in. Big breath in. Big breath out. Pull both knees into your chest. A little hug here. Maybe rock a little side to side. Then send both feet up. Reach to the outside edges of the feet for happy baby. Now, if you're not reaching your feet and you need to grab your calves or your ankles, totally can. You could use so find your happy baby. Maybe rock a little side to side. Maybe take one leg bent, one leg straight. This is a great posture to play in, to try to find what feels yummy for your body. Maybe you grab your big toes with your peace fingers and thumbs and send them out. There's lots of ways to play here, to pay attention to what your body's asking for, to find joy in your practice. Happy baby tends to be more joyful pose. Not for everyone. All right, come back to your happy baby. And as you're pressing your heel, reaching your soles of your feet up, compressing your hips down, think about reaching your tailbone to the front edge of the mat. So your hips aren't curled, your backs aren't curled, it's reaching long. And then try to relax your shoulders. So there's more going on than meets the eye. And then we're going to bring the feet down together all the way down to the mat, knees wide. And we're going to take our hands up behind our head, support your head, interlace your fingers behind your head, make a little hammock for your head, and then we're going to lift. So we got a little crunch here with the knees wide, elbows wide, lifting your chin, 4 and 3 and 2 and 1. And we're going to hold the chest up, lifting the shoulder blades up off the mat. We're going to lift the feet up and then tap the toes down and lift them up and tap them down and lift and tap and lift and tap and lift and tap and lift. And 4 and 3 and 2. She wants to lick my toes. And 1. Here, keep the toes down, keep that chest lifted, and we're going to crunch. So we're going to lift the chest, lift the shoulders, lift the feet, and release it down. And lift, and tap, and crunch, and tap, crunch, tap, crunch, tap. 4 and 3 and 2 And 1. Great job. Release it all down. Send the legs out long. Let the arms fall out to the sides. Snuggle the shoulder blades underneath, coming into our Shavasana, our constructive rest, corpse pose. And just find a place to let go of anything that's no longer serving you. You can soften your gaze or close your eyes. You can windshield wiper your feet, let the feet flop out wherever they feel right. And just take a few moments here before you get up off your mat. Give yourself the gift of time to just notice, to be the observer of your body, of your practice, of what works for you, what doesn't, what you might want to work on. And then you want to take your practice up off your mat with you. So if you are telling yourself any negative stories about your practice, you want to undo that. Undo any negativity, any judgment. Letting go of the details and embracing the practice. Embracing the goodness, the light, the joy. And take that off your mat with you into the world. Inhale, take your arms up, reaching for the sky. Bring your palms together and bring them down to your heart center. We're going to do it again. We're going to open out wide, and this time we're going to bring the palms together and clap. Jai Namaste, that's joyful. And then bring the thumbs down to the third eye, the forehead. Your knowing, your intuition, whatever you call it. Take a big breath in. And a big breath out. Namaste. Thank you for practicing with me today. I really appreciate you. I really love it when you leave comments or like your video or share your video, subscribe to the channel. All those things help. So I appreciate it, and I'll see you next time.